Boss, episode 8, the season finale of season 1, titled Choose. The episode kind of finishes off on the protege getting the governor's primary seat and him giving the big speech about how the system works, how this is the best political system in society where the people are the ones who decide who gets elected. And of course we know that his speech is like total horse shit, and there's all these kind of like legal shenanigans that are taking place behind him. So it's that what makes it so ironic is that the kid who does the speech is so good at delivering the speech, and even if you didn't know all the subtext of the show, you believe that he believed in this kind of honor system. And where, you know, I'm not saying, there's no way that I'm saying Barack Obama was like this, but during his review, Barack Obama just had his second term electoral speech, and it was a very similar speech than the boss speech, where it's like, we live in the greatest country in the world, like we elect them, and we're the ones who elect the people that we want, blah 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 blah. And of course I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying that it was kind of interesting seeing this episode like right during that time of Obama getting his electoral, like doing his second speech. So you realize that at the end of that season, episode 8 of the season, and they're going to do season 2 because the show got a lot of press, is that basically the show doesn't have, nobody on the show has a soul. And that's the point. There's no soul. This is a very soulless show that has a lot of emotion because it's all about power, control, and it's all about people posturing to get what they want out of life. And basically, that's what it's about. The episode, the whole series is about, is basically about manipulating the system to get what you want, to get elected, to get what you want. And there's a very memorable scene that finishes off with a right-hand man who's there with him for the boss the whole time. Basically, he's had enough, but he does it in a very doesn't do it in a very preachy fashion. He just tells the boss, sits him down, and goes, you know what, I had enough. You're not a good guy anymore. You've done this and done this, and like, you know, there's a line, and you cross the line with me. And it's like, when the boss is like, okay, I understand that, and like basically don't shake each other's hand because they both like. He basically he betrayed him, but at the same time they both understand the betrayal of each other. They come to terms with this. It's almost like a game they've played. It's like a board game or a chess game where someone beats the other person. They're like, oh, good game, even though they kind of betrayed the person in real life. It's just it's a show rich with characters, and it's a show that's very well performed as well. That's my review, the season finale of Boss.